Hi. You're a little crooked. My little thing that attaches my phone in my car is not working properly at the moment. So this is what we're going to do today. I have about a 30-minute drive and I wanted to spend it talking to you guys because otherwise, it's a really boring 30-minute drive. And I love talking to you guys and I have so much to say. So we're just going to quickly do a chatty little video. I'm on my way to get a DEXA scan, a bone scan thing. Wow, I look like I have 0 on my lips, but whatever. I have been putting it off for many, many years. I was supposed to get one when I turned 50. That's been a while. So I am going to go get that now, especially after breaking my arm. I wanted to see where that stands. So I need to check my bone density. Got to do it. Made the appointment, and I'm headed to Celebration of all cities, all towns to do this with. So it's so funny. If any of you know Celebration, Florida, it's that town that was Disney built originally to be like this, perfect town with all front porches and family oriented and all this stuff. That it was, it was Disney-fied basically. It's no longer owned by Disney, but it was for many years. And I remember reading about it in a magazine, and what was it, like the 80s? I think that it started. Anyway, and thinking, oh my gosh, that's wild. And now here I am getting a bone density scan there. If you would have told me that in the 80s, I would have laughed in your face. So it's so weird how life turns out. Anyway, speaking of my broken arm, I've had so many of you asking. Thank you so much for asking. I am fine now, absolutely fine. I don't have any problems. I went to Scotland, had to be very careful, still couldn't push, pull, or lift anything with that arm. It was my right arm.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Winter Garden Vineland Road.
And so basically that was the case, that I had to just sort of be careful with it and not bump it and so forth. So got all the way through Scotland with no issues. That was great. Came home, and right after we got home, I had another appointment to get it x-rayed to see how it was doing. So did that, got it x-rayed again, and it was looking good. It was looking really good, and they just wanted to see it one more time after I started physical therapy. So she said, yep, you're good for physical therapy right now. At that point, I could straighten it a whole lot more, which was fantastic. So started physical therapy, had one appointment where they just sort of did measuring and so forth to see where I stood, how I could move it and how, flat I could get it or whatever, straight out kind of thing, and strength and whatnot. And then she went on vacation for 2 weeks and said, here are some exercises to do while I'm gone, and then we'll meet back when I'm back. So 2 weeks later, I did my exercises at home, went back to her, and she was flabbergasted. I love that word. She was so surprised that I had done so well. I could completely flatten out. Whoa. This is an issue. I could completely straighten out my arm, whereas I couldn't before it was like this. So yeah, it had changed quite a bit. I had done a lot of work on it myself, and my strength was really, much higher than it used to be. So she said, I'm good to go. She gave me a band.
Continue on Winter Garden Vineland Road for 8 miles.
She gave me a TheraBand, the second to the biggest, most strongest I could keep, trying to exercise it. And she gave me the t-shirt because I graduated from therapy, even though I'd only been once. So anyway, it has healed completely. The last x-ray said that everything was healed as well as it ever will be, and it was doing perfectly well. So things are great. My arm healed much faster and much better than I ever thought it would. And I'm so pleased by that. So that is great news for that. So there's that. Okay, so then let's see. We got back from Scotland, and Claire, who was with us, in Scotland, came back to our house and stayed with us, and Gracie was there with us too for another 2 weeks. So that was super fun, having Claire and Gracie home. And then Claire's significant other and 2 other youngsters were there at the house for a while. We had so much fun. We did a lot of fun things. We went to Discovery Cove and got to swim with and pet the dolphins. That was so much fun. We had done that one time before in Mexico when the girls were little, but this was fun to do it again. And boy, even though I live in the Orlando area, going to Discovery Cove made me feel like I was in Hawaii or something, because it's just beautiful. It was just absolutely, it was a really neat place. I was very, very pleased with it. I wondered how it would be. It wasn't too crowded. We did rent a cabana, which was wonderful because it has a little area that, you know, locks or whatever for you to put your things in. Although they have free, everything is included. So food, you know, constant things to drink and eat and snacks and whatever, it's all included. And they do have lockers that are included too in the entry price, but you have to walk further to get them, whereas this one was in the cabana, which was nice. But we were worried about shade. However, they had lots and lots of chairs that were in the shade too, so that was okay. So anyway, we had a great time. Loved every second of that. Also had my birthday in the middle of June, on June 19th. That was super fun. Didn't do anything too special. Just hung out with family and went out to a very nice dinner and just, you know, enjoyed ourselves. Had some time at the pool, you know, just enjoyed ourselves very much. And I loved it. That's my kind of birthday. Just relax with family, good food. And I'm a happy person. Also went to Busch Gardens with Jim and one of my daughters and her significant other. And so we went there. Never been to Busch Gardens before. Thought someday I'd go to the one in Williamsburg, but instead since we now live in Florida, went to the Tampa one, and that was a really neat place. I had not been. I had heard it was a lot like kind of like Animal Kingdom meets, you know, Six Flags or something, and I think that's a pretty good description because it had a lot of animals and was very zoo-like, but with rides, I guess is what I want to say. And we did have a lot of fun there. It was hot, but we had a lot of fun. And then along with our Discovery Cove tickets came entry to SeaWorld and Aquatica, which is SeaWorld's like water park. So we did those two. So, oh my gosh, it kind of filled it with a whole bunch of parks, a whole bunch of things to do, people coming and going, friends and family at the house, kids, dog, you know, we just filled it with a lot of fun into the first part of July. So since then, things have calmed down a bit. People are back to their normal houses and places, and, you know, it's just the regular people at our house now, and we have projects that we've been working on. But first, having Gracie with us for several weeks was an absolute blast, and I've got to put in my Gracie montage, so here we go.
Gracie, the girls want to go out on camp. So Gracie's coming with Auntie and Mama, and Tom Tom and the girls are going to go on a walkie to get some ice cream. What do you think? Wait, Grandpa and Mama? So Mama what? Grandpa's going to stay.
Yeah, let's do it.
So weird. I don't have any jewelry on, which is bizarre because I had to come up with an outfit to wear to this DEXA scan so that I could wear clothes, having it done, but I can't have any, you know, you can't wear a bra with any clasps, you know, anything metal, no jewelry, no snaps or zippers or anything. So here's my outfit of the day to be out about in public, but yet not have any zippers or whatever. I've got like a sports bra kind of thing on, and, you know, just a little top and these black pants. These are my go-to pants for travel. Anytime I'm traveling, I'm definitely in these. You can sleep in them. They feel like more comfortable than leggings, to be honest. They are expensive, and I wondered if I'd like them, but you can dress them up. You can completely sleep in them. They are beyond one of the best pairs of pants I've ever put on my body in my entire life, and I think I might want them in navy. So highly recommend them. Unbelievable. Seriously, they are so good, and I have had them for quite a while. I've taken them and used them on so many different trips, and I've shown them before, but I've never really talked about them because they are so darned expensive, and I just didn't really want to go there. But here they are. They're good. If you're looking for anything like this, go for them. They're worth it. I totally agree that they are worth it. So there's that. And here's my outfit of the day. So we are working on trying to renovate our bathroom in a way that doesn't make us tear out the cabinets, even though we don't really like them. But the mirrors did not go, okay, they came with the house. You know what I mean? The whole mirrors that were in the bathroom when we bought the house don't go with the style of the bathroom at all. They were horrific. It didn't work. It was like we had almost like farmhouse style cabinets and Liberace Renaissance mirrors, okay? I mean, that doesn't make sense. It didn't work at all. But it's what we had at the time, and who wants to buy giant mirrors before they know what they want to do? So we first thought we were going to completely renovate the entire bathroom, and then that just got to be like, why? It's not that bad. Maybe we can just kind of change things around. So we took those mirrors down, which was no easy feat. Those things weigh 1,000,000 pounds. If anybody's looking for mirrors like this, let me know, because we're trying to figure out what to do with them. So here they are. They are very well made. They, like I said, I don't know where they came from originally. I can try to look up what the brand is. I believe it says on the back. But they are heavy duty, carved or something. I don't really think they're wood, but I'm not sure. Anyway, gorgeous mirrors, big ones. If this is your thing and you want those, let me know. Just email me and we'll see what we can do. Anyway, got different mirrors. Now I'm looking for something to go on the walls because it's kind of blah. So basically the whole entire bathroom is the tile in the floor, on the floor thing, and the tile in the shower area. It's all gray and white marble, and the cabinets are gray. And so I don't really want to add more gray, but I need to add, because I don't really want it to be gray. However, I need to be something that goes with gray. So we're thinking, do we want to go bold and crazy with it a little bit? Which it seems like we might be doing, because we tried this. This is partially on the wall right now to see what we think about it and if we're brave enough to try this. It's a wallpaper that's a peel and stick, so it won't be horrible to remove if we decide we don't want it. But only on that wall on the bathroom, what's it called? Bathtub side. It's the only one that we would put it on. It's just the bathtub side mirror. The bathtub side of the bathroom. And then we would probably put just like a light pink color on the other side with some other sort of sconces or whatever. Don't know what we're going to do with these lights. So it's a huge deal we're kind of dealing with, and I swear have you tried to look for wallpaper lately? Most stores you can't even really go into a store to look at wallpaper. You just sort of, they almost don't have samples anymore. It's difficult. You just have to do kind of a lot of it online and then order samples, and it's very hard to get the idea of the sizing of it. Like, you need to kind of see it in a room, to see like how big is this print. Anyway, it's difficult. I don't know. I struggle. So if you have any clues or tips or whatever for me, let me know. But I've spent days, and I'm not even kidding you, days online trying to figure this out and do, best I can here. So wallpaper, it's been the bane of my existence right now. Still trying to figure that one out. In the meantime, while we have some more samples coming and possibly waiting to see if we're living with this strip of wallpaper in the bathroom for now to see what we think. In the meantime, we have cut a hole in a wall to make a passageway through to our family room, butler's pantry, kitchen area from the living room, because before it was completely shut off. Basically, you could only go around one way. And when we were looking at houses, we saw quite a few homes with a similar layout that had this, opening to walk through to that. And so we decided we'd like to have that because the living room seemed a little too shut off. So it seemed a little bit closed off to us, and we decided we wanted to do that. So my husband, being who he is and how he likes to do everything himself, he got out the big saw thing and started sawing a hole in
Turn right onto Florida 535 South.
But so far, even with just the hole, the space opened up, it's not finished. Loving it. Very happy about that. We should have done that a year ago. But there's just so many projects we're getting to. The next project is going to be the kitchen, I believe. I have 2 different people that I want to come check it out, see what they think, see what we can design to reno the kitchen. And within all that, we also are going to be heading to San Diego for a few days to go to my...
Slide right onto the ramp to Tampa, then slide right onto the I-4 West ramp.
Can you go? Okay. It's to go to my niece's baby shower. So we're very excited about that. I don't know if you remember seeing the announcement to my sister and brother-in-law that we did for them at Disney, at Epcot. It was so cool. And now her baby shower is coming, so we're very excited, and we're gonna go celebrate that, and both my daughters are gonna be there too. So it'll be great, a little family get together, like a mini family reunion. And so that's gonna be happening sometime in the next bit also. So lots going on. What else do we have? Oh yes!
Continue on I-4 West for 3 miles.
Also, I wanted to tell you that for like the last 2 days, we have been riveted to our security camera system and to the window outside of our dining room, because we have had a family of kittens. It's the mama and 3 kittens have been basically living in the bushes right outside our dining room. And at night she goes and nurses them like on our front porch. It's the cutest freaking thing ever. And we have seen them kind of around the side of the house before. We've seen the cat around the side of our house for like every once in a while for like a year now. But we didn't know she had kittens. So anyway, I immediately am all worried about them. And then I'm totally worried about them during the bad weather and the bad storms we've been having. So I bought this house thing. It's like a house for cats, like for feral cats is actually what it is, for people to put in their yards for these exact situations. And I bought one from Amazon, and it came on Sunday, and basically by Sunday we haven't seen them since. So I still have the cat house thing that I can set up if we see them again or whatever, but we put water out for them. It's super hot, but they're so cute. So as much as we would love to have adopted them immediately, because we were in love with them, none of us can have cats in the house. We actually had a cat before we had children, and we had to give our cat to my mom and dad at the time because my kids were so allergic, and I'm allergic, but I can live through it more. But my kids were getting asthma attacks and having to get breathing treatments at a hospital and so forth. And finally, like the 4th time they had to have a breathing treatment, my doctor's just like, okay, you need to make a choice here. It's the cat or the kids, you know? And so we're like, okay, we definitely need to do this.
Use the second from the right lane to take exit 64 for US 192 East toward Kissimmee.
So we did give Oscar, our cat, to my parents. So we cannot introduce cats into our house, no matter how cute they are. It's not gonna happen.
Continue for half a mile.
But if they were gonna be trying to live in our yard, I at least want to have them have some sort of protection for when they are there. So we'll see if we ever see them again, but that was fun. So that was super fun. I keep having to pause because the lady keeps telling me directions, my navigation person. So anyway, so that was a lot of fun, even though all we did was stare out the window pretty much. So basically that is what has been going on lately. Lots and lots of stuff happening. I haven't had a lot of time for anything but just, family and events and so forth and travels and whatnot. But it's been an absolute blast, and that's what summer is about. So I was happy to enjoy every bit of it. It looks like I will be at my doctor's office place in about 4 minutes. And we'll see how this bone scan goes. Most likely it'll go well. I sure hope so. Well, that was pretty much the easiest thing I've ever done. Don't know why I waited so long to do it, but I did, and I'm glad I finally did it. So if you're on the fence of whether you want to do it or not, go for it. It's, I'm sure, very much worth it, and it was super simple. Thank you so much for joining me, as always, and listening to me chat about stuff. I will be talking to you soon. Love you, pieces.